within yourself and talk to your spirit and understand. Like, truly check in with yourself on a spiritual level. Like, check in with your spirit and be like, I'm here for the long haul. I'm doing, I love my career. Maybe it's not a hot season. Maybe I'm not getting all the opportunities I want. Maybe God wants me to be focusing on my routine. But for the collective, we know we love Pluto and Aquarius. And Aquarians are going to be like, Pluto never went back in Capricorn. But they master the 12th house here. And it is important to realize, like, Cancerians are going to have it back on their 7th. Leos are going to have it in their 6th. Virgos are going to have it in their 5th house. Again, retrograde. Libras are going to have it in their 4th house. So Libras are going to be, like, feeling this Pluto in retrograde come back in their 4th house, which is going to be, like, making them look at their, like, higher intuition and everything they were understanding on a spiritual, super spiritual 4th house way. It's going to be a retrograde, and they're going to be like, whoa, like, I was right about that. And here Scorpio is going to have it in their 3rd house, and Sagittarius is going to have it in their 2nd. Capricorn is going to have it in their 1st, and Aquarius 12th, Pisces 11th, Aries 10th, Taurus 9th, Gemini 8th, Cancer 7th. Yeah, I think my whole thing here is, like, I think some of the signs may go back at this and be like, whoa, it's the cardinal thing again. Like, but I think, like, I'm looking at Libra, Cancerians, Capricorn, and Aries, and they're going to be like, there's this cardinal cross again. But I think here it's like, no, I think it's just like, stay connected within your spirit and just realize this is just it's not even like Pluto and Capricorn in the past. This is just a light, it's almost like, you bike to work and then you take a different alley, but you've done this alley before, but your regular routine. Pluto and Aquarius is coming back. It's like, it's just, we're going down an alley. We know this alley. We know how to reconnect with our own path. And we know that there's truly things to benefit from this period. I think there's a lot of beautiful things here. We have a new moon solar eclipse in Libra, 21 degrees Libra, October 4th. And I think that's going to be amazing. That's going to be with the sun in Libra, and that's going to be the south node. I want to talk about the eclipses now. So yeah, we're moving into that. We're going to have the nodal shifts July 18th. So that's going to be amazing. And July 18th is when the nodal shifts. And I think what's going to happen is truly, this time with Aries and Chiron, it's going to be like, even Aries are going to be going slower than usual. I don't think any Arian is going at their normal speed. And I think a lot of Aries are slowing down at this point. I don't see Aries speeding up. I see them slowing down. I see them really working through their issues this summer. And I see them really expanding. Jupiter is out of Aries now. It's in Taurus in their 2nd house. So now they can work on their, how do I value myself this summer? And with Chiron there on their 1st, it's like, as they heal themselves, and as they emanate healing energy, they start to value themselves. But the whole thing is like, at some point, Aries do have to look in the mirror and be like, that's me. You know what I mean? And claim their identity and be like, I do deserve nice things. I understand. I have a lot of Chiron energy. I love Chiron. For Taurus, they're going to be more expansive here. Jupiter is in their 1st house. They're going to feel the feeling of expansion this summer. With Jupiter and Taurus, it's going to be awesome. For Gemini, it's going to be in their 12th house. So they're going to feel hyper spiritual. They're going to be in other worlds. Their crown is going to open up, and They're going to be accessing higher chakras, and what they truly decide to expand on is their choice. They have ultimate freedom, but they will, because it's the 12th house, there will be conscious hurdles here. And it's their choice. If they have the energy to go over that hurdle, well, then they can expand here in many things. But because it's the 12th, energy has its limits here. So for Cancerians, it's going to be in the 11th house. So Cancers should really be out here creating some kind of connection, higher purpose, higher value, so that they can connect and feel connected to things. I think it's super important to elaborate on their friend groups and pick up on symbols and the vocabulary and raise your vibration to your dreams. For Leo, it will be in your 10th house. So here you might have a general luck in expansion in your career and how you present yourself, and things might be coming to you a lot quicker. Things you've been, because Leo's really good at holding vibration. When you hold that vibration of like what you truly want to manifest, here with Jupiter and Taurus, it's going to expand the vibration you've been holding on to. Like you thinking about like a nice new office, this is a great time for Jupiter to come in and expand that career, because a lot of us have home offices now. After Corona, a lot of us are not renting these, thousands of dollar buildings with high rises, and not many of us are working in offices anymore. A lot of us are artists, creators. At least the people who watch Underwater Astrology are artists, creators, visionaries, and a lot of us are independent freelancers who, go out, get the camera, shoot photos, or make a song, or create an amazing movie to watch. I think it's important to realize having a home office here for Leo could be really great. For Virgo, it will fall in the 9th house. So it's really about understanding with Jupiter here, and Jupiter is in Taurus in the 9th. It's about truly understanding the practical matters in your belief system and what you want to ride with, and letting that expand, and really truly loving the flavor of life here. With Jupiter in 9th, let's go out, try something new, try something new and exciting. I really feel like it's solar here, like go out and try something new. They always say you can get your solar plexus chakra moving by trying something new. It could be like a new drink, or if you're going to one pool, try another pool, or like, because we're talking about the summer, if it's like, you're biking, try a new bike path. I mean, it's Jupiter in 9th. You just might find something so bewildering and beautiful in the grass. You take a photo and you're inspired and you make a wallpaper for your house. Who knows? For Libra, it falls in your 8th house. So, yeah. For Libra, it's so important to realize here you might have a little bit of inheritance. Grandma might be super nice one day and want to give you a huge allowance. I feel like you'll find a lot of new joint ventures. It will be easier to grasp new business ideas. People will just want to work with you. Joint ventures, inheritance. You might have, a job that demands you to be intimate, or something in that realm of intimacy, because the 8th house rules intimacy. It could be like an amazing time to understand just how you can spiritually transform as a person, and know that people are here to surrender and support Libra to get to their new highest self. For Scorpio, it falls in your Jupiter and Taurus falls in your 7th house, because it's directly opposite Scorpio. So yes, Scorpios, this is a great time, just, especially after July 18th, after Jupiter being in, after the South Node being in Scorpio. This is so alleviating to have Jupiter being now in your 7th house, now with the nodal shift after July 18th especially. This is a great time. You'll feel a lot lighter to go out and like make new friendships or make one-on-one partnerships here. Make partnerships. It could be for business. It could be people you see eye to eye with on a new beautiful project you want to create to better your community here, Scorpio. After the trials and tribulations of being in the South Node, I'm sure you're coming out of the South Node with so much inherited wisdom of staying fixed, and understanding your true wisdom lies within your root, and how you choose to shine that is up to you now with Jupiter and Taurus. And a lot of people will be coming to you being like, it's, Jupiter and Taurus in 7th. It's going to be expanding your partnerships. So you might have a lot of opportunity to engage with people on a one-on-one basis. For Sagittarius, it will fall in your 6th house. So here you could find Jupiter expanding how, your routine. You might be able to start running, might be able to start going to the beach in summer, going, have a picnic, playing guitar, expanding your routine and expanding your health here, Sagittarius. So I think it's really important to try new diets, see what fits you and gets you up in the morning and gets you ready, calm, and collected for the day to really process different things. Because I think with Jupiter coming in your 6th house, it's so important to realize that this is about expanding your work and your health and your environment. Maybe you're in a different environment a part of the week for work. Maybe you're trying a different workout routine, or maybe you just have more job availabilities at this time, Sagittarius. So that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. For Capricorn, this falls in your 5th house. So Capricorn, maybe you've been single for a while. Some of you Capricorns, maybe you've been single for a while. This is a perfect opportunity for you to get out and find new relationships here. Relationships with your creative routine. It could be doing ceramics, playing guitar. It could be going golfing. It could be going bodyboarding. I mean, Capricorn, you just had Pluto in your sign for the past 15 years, then go into your 2nd house. Now it's coming back in your 1st. This is a great time to feel re-empowered and re-confident. New confidence in understanding your adaptability and love. Like, are you willing to have a relationship? Because now Jupiter's in your 5th. Also inner child love here as well. And coming into having a better relationship with your inner child and what they want, and really seeing that with softness and compassion. For Aquarius, Jupiter is going to fall in your 4th house. So Aquarius, naturally, you might want to move in this time because Jupiter is in your 4th house. So you might feel the need for expansion, and because Pluto's coming back in Capricorn for a brief moment, for like 6 months, it's so important to realize, like, maybe you subconsciously did not like the place you lived in, and now you seek to expand your home environment, or you just generally want more closeness with your family. Now is a great time to just try a move for temporary and see how you feel in January. Like, you could move somewhere for 6 months, come back. Maybe you rent a place and you put it on Airbnb, or maybe you rent a place month to month and you come back and you put your stuff in storage so you can have the adaptability, but you can come back if you don't like the place you moved to. But I also think here it's expanding your higher intuition, expanding, your emotional abilities to understand people. It's a great time for Pluto and Aquarius to really come into higher intuition and more just understanding of the flow of life here. I see Aquarius flowing effortlessly, and I love that for Aquarius. For Pisces, we have Jupiter in the 3rd house. So maybe you're having more communications in your daily routine. Your phone's going off, your emails are going off. Maybe things are just like, you feel like there's just a bit more energy here in communication, and that's because Jupiter's in the 3rd and Taurus falling in your 3rd house of communication, siblings, and short distance travel. Maybe you just want to go out on a short distance trip. Maybe you just want to experience a different part of your city, or literally it could be a 30-minute drive or a 30-minute walk. It's short distance, but it brings you Jupiterian effects. Like, you feel expanded. You feel seen in such a beautiful way, and that helps you. It's abundant. At the same time, it falls here in the house also of siblings, or could be people you feel are like your brothers and sisters in real life, like your soulmates, your brotherhood, your sisterhood, who you can relate to, who are bringing you a lot of compassion in situations. And that's great, because I think it's a great time to really feel grounded in your relationships, and also know that, like, these things are fulfilling and fun. For Aries, if Jupiter and Taurus falls in your second house, so I think we went over this, you're going to feel, a lot more abundant about how you value yourself, and the value and how you value yourself here with Chiron in the first. It's really up to you how you use Chiron, but it's really important to realize Jupiter's in your second house now. So you could go and get that shirt. You can go and get, it doesn't have to be go out and buy like fondue dinner, but you could do that too. You could bring something nice for yourself. Buy something nice for yourself. Bring just like higher grade food is coming up, or like perfume, or new shoes. You deserve it, Aries. Chiron's been in your first house and you've been working on yourself. You deserve a new pair of shoes. And for Taurus, it's in your first house, so you're going to feel a lot more abundant. You're going to feel seen in your personality, but you have to remember, like, personality takes effort. So with Jupiter in your first, it's not just like making everybody else do the work. People want you to speak. People want you to talk. People want you to elaborate. And people want you to go in a flow. People want you to go in a frequency. So if you're, with Jupiter and Taurus trining, Uranus, or even, in the same sign as Uranus, I want to say, I like to say trining, but it's in the same sign as Uranus. With this energy, I feel like it's important to be like, erratic is not necessarily cute here, Taurus. I think it's important to be a little bit streamliney with how you communicate. Be consistent. I think consistency, look at the dates. Like, it's true. Look at the dates of when you're, sending texts and things, and stay on it. Don't try to like deviate or escape into like unknown territories with Uranus. That you behave, Taurus, because you don't want to go with Jupiter and Uranus and go into unknown territories and start misbehaving and not acting in character. You need to be guided into alignment here, because Jupiter's going to want you to expand, but it's also Uranus. So it's like, be careful of how much personality is really you, and how much you're bringing in the matching of really accommodating for someone to really be a good friend. Well, that was my Jupiter and Taurus series, and now we'll get on to the eclipses.